And Inferno returns California's recurring nightmare, California. A land of sun-kissed beaches, towering redwoods, and a spirit of golden dreams. Yet, every year this idyllic image is marred by the terrifying reality of wildfires. These blazes, once a seasonal occurrence, have become a recurring nightmare, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. From the windswept canyons of Southern California to the dense forests of the north, no corner of the Golden State is immune to the threat. Each year, millions of acres are consumed by flames, displacing families, destroying homes, and leaving behind a landscape scarred by fire. The question arises, why has California become so susceptible to these devastating fires? The answer, as we shall see, is complex and multifaceted, involving a confluence of natural factors and human actions. Nature's fury, humanity's hand, igniting the Golden State. To understand California's wildfire crisis, we must first acknowledge the role of nature. The state's unique geography and climate make it particularly susceptible to wildfires. The state's Mediterranean climate, characterized by hot, dry summers and occasional bursts of winter rain, creates ideal conditions for wildfires. These conditions dry out vegetation, turning it into perfect fuel for fires. Strong winds, often fueled by pressure differences between the Pacific Ocean and inland areas, can turn small sparks into raging infernos. These winds can carry embers miles away, igniting new fires in distant locations. These winds, known as Santa Ana winds in Southern California and Diablo winds in the north, are notorious for fanning the flames and spreading embers far and wide. They create a dangerous and unpredictable fire environment. However, while nature sets the stage, it is often human actions that light the match. Human activities in these dry areas can easily trigger wildfires. Nearly all wildfires in California are ignited by people, whether through negligence, accidents, or arson. Simple mistakes can have catastrophic consequences. Downed power lines, campfires that escape their bounds, and even discarded cigarettes can spark devastating blazes. Each of these seemingly small actions can lead to massive destruction. Guardians at the ready government's response to a growing threat. Faced with this growing threat, the California government has mobilized a vast network of agencies and resources dedicated to wildfire prevention, suppression, and recovery. This coordinated effort involves multiple layers of government, from local municipalities to state-level agencies, all working in unison to tackle the wildfire menace. CAL FIRE, the state's firefighting agency, is renowned for its courage and expertise, battling blazes on the front lines. These brave men and women risk their lives daily, employing advanced techniques and equipment to contain and extinguish wildfires. State and local governments have implemented stricter building codes in fire-prone areas, requiring fire-resistant materials and defensible spaces around homes. These regulations are designed to minimize the risk of fire spreading and to protect communities from devastating losses. Public awareness campaigns urge residents to clear brush, create defensible spaces, and be prepared for evacuations. These initiatives aim to educate the public on the importance of proactive measures and readiness in the face of potential wildfire threats. Despite these efforts, the increasing frequency and intensity of wildfires continue to outpace even the most robust prevention and suppression measures. The sheer scale and ferocity of these fires present a formidable challenge to all involved. The challenge lies in finding a sustainable balance between protecting lives and property, managing natural resources, and adapting to a changing climate. Innovative solutions and adaptive strategies are essential to ensure long-term resilience against this growing threat. Section 4: Counting the Cost, a grim tally of loss and devastation. The human cost of California's wildfires is tragically high. Each year the state faces an increasing number of wildfires, each more devastating than the last. Each year, lives are lost, families are displaced, and communities are forever changed. The emotional and psychological toll on survivors is profound, leaving scars that last a lifetime. The 2018 Camp Fire, the deadliest and most destructive wildfire in California history, claimed the lives of 85 people and destroyed nearly 19,000 structures. The sheer scale of the destruction was unimaginable. As of today, January 10, 2025, the death toll from wildfires in California this year stands at insert estimated hypothetical death toll for 2025, a stark reminder of the ever-present danger. The frequency and intensity of these fires continue to rise. While this number may be lower or higher than in previous years, each life lost represents an immeasurable loss. The pain and grief felt by the families and friends of the victims are beyond words. Beyond the immediate loss of life, the long-term health impacts of wildfire smoke and the economic devastation caused by lost homes, businesses, and infrastructure are staggering. The air quality issues alone can lead to chronic health problems for thousands. The road to recovery is long and arduous, demanding resilience and support from individuals, communities, and the government. Rebuilding lives and homes takes time, effort, and a collective will to overcome the challenges posed by these relentless wildfires. Section 5. A fiery escalation, the alarming trend of worsening wildfires. Over the past few decades, a disturbing trend has emerged. California's wildfires are becoming larger, more frequent, and more destructive. The 5 largest wildfires in California history have all occurred since 2017, a clear indication of this escalating threat. This trend can be attributed in part to climate change. Rising temperatures, prolonged droughts, and earlier snowmelts create drier vegetation, essentially turning forests into tinderboxes. These conditions, coupled with the human-caused factors discussed earlier, have created a perfect storm for megafires. As global temperatures continue to rise, scientists predict that California's wildfires will only become more severe and more frequent. This grim outlook underscores the urgent need for proactive measures to address the root causes of this crisis. Section 6. Fighting back, a multifaceted approach to wildfire prevention. The fight against California's wildfires is a battle fought on many fronts, requiring a multifaceted approach that addresses both immediate threats and long-term solutions. One crucial strategy involves reducing fuel loads in forests through controlled burns and targeted thinning. This practice, known as forest management, mimics natural fire cycles and reduces the amount of flammable material available to burn. Another critical aspect involves hardening homes and communities against wildfire. This includes retrofitting existing structures with fire-resistant materials, creating defensible spaces around homes, and burying power lines to prevent sparks. Finally, addressing climate change through a rapid transition to clean energy sources is paramount. By reducing greenhouse gas emissions, we can mitigate the effects of climate change, including the increased risk of wildfires. Section 7. Our shared responsibility, protecting California's future. California's wildfires are a stark reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. While we cannot control the forces of nature, we can take responsibility for our actions and work towards a safer future. This shared responsibility requires collaboration between government agencies, private landowners, and individuals. By investing in wildfire prevention, adapting to a changing climate, and fostering a culture of fire safety, we can protect California's natural beauty and the lives of its residents. The future of California depends on our ability to learn from the past, adapt to the present, and plan for a future where wildfires, while an inherent part of the landscape, no longer pose an existential threat.